Hello guys, today I'm going to guide you the pathway of Python programming language learning. Here we are having few steps to install the Python library, Jupyter notebook, and how to start with fundamental path of Python coding learning from 0 to advanced level. So here we have to install the Python library, which is already in process and going to install. Here we can see the Python version 3.13.1, which is 64-bit. So in Python programming we have we can go through the small or old version. If you have, no problem. You want to update me, so you can update. We have 3.9.6, which is also 64-bit, which is already installed. And below we can see here we have two checkbox: install launcher for all user recommended, and second checkbox we have add Python 3.92 paths. So don't forget to click this checkbox, because if you are going for advanced coding and all, so this checkbox is mandatory to tick mark. So here we have tick mark for this checkbox, and we will process for installations. We have two installation: install now and customize installations. So we have to checkbox this and we can process for installations. So let's get started. If you are new beginners and if you have any doubt, so please comment in comment box. Surely we will reply with supportive answer. So Python can be installed in Windows, can be installed in your XP, and also in Mac. So here we have Windows, we are installing in Windows. So now we are clicking to process for installation. Here our system asking for updates. We can click for update now because of already it's installed there. So now we are processing for installation. So we have click here, so you can see optional feature we have, and we can click for next. Once we are clicking for next, so all the feature library is going to install in our Python. So if you want customize installation, you can click on customize and process for the next. Again you can see three checkboxes tick mark here, which is Python environment, create shortcut, and Pythons. So if you like which option you need, just tick marks. That advanced option will be enabled in your command version, CMD mode also. So next we can see with this further process. So if you want like all other libraries, below having checkbox download option, if we checkbox this, that library also will be added and we can do all the library process. No need to again and again install. So back we are going, again click install. You can see these three is only enabled. So just clicking to install. So now setup is getting installation process once we click on it. So now it will take few moments of time to get installed. Setup in progress. So we can wait for that. So it takes few moments, don't worry. So till it's getting installed, so we'll go to check in other Python codings. So Python also we have here options, another Python IDE. Just type on Google IDE. IDE full form is nothing but integrated development environments. So here we are processing with all coding IDE supportive libraries. So this also you can install. So if you want to install like BS Code download, click on Google search BS. First you can see which is the most also for Mac, Linux and Windows. So this is source code library support softwares. So we can have this, you can open a new window and install it. So you can see with the screen. Once it is installed, we can see in our install files BS Code. Just to double click, it will again start to run an installation process. Click on OK option. Sometimes they will show error or warning. You can go through that and click that I agree with terms and condition means click on agree. If you are not agree, click on not agree. And after clicking on if you are agree and click on the next button. Like if you like to have agree, get an update, click on next. And which option here also you want to add means you can click on add icon and process. So here also we can have automatic tick mark and checkbox. Which one we have good option we can select. Add option, add programming file options. So like this is VS Code which is supporting with writing codes environments. Click on next, install and process. So now we can see our backside Python has been ready and install it. So meanwhile we are doing to install another software also. So because once we have to install, then if there is any update you can update or else you can use that environment. So Visual Studio Codes. Again we have like to install Python compiler app. If we want to work in online, so even we have like no need to install any software means we can use online Python compilers. There also we have easy and open environments and we can write the code and run it. So this is called online compiler. You can save this library. So it will open like this. So here you can write your print functions, print hello, print You can write your name, you can write numbers. Right side you can see it will display the output. If you have written wrong command means it will show an error. You don't have laptop, if you wish to use the Python compiler coding, so you can use in even cell phone online Python compiler. You can type, you can just click the option in the three dot right side top button in desktop mode, so you will be able to. So next we can say about like online free software, that is Google Colab. Google Colab is also one of the open source coding, writing and executing our program. So here easily we can process with various type of AI algorithm, image process, CNN, RNN. Any types of networking coding we can print normal additions, subtractions, print functions. So here we can run in Google Colabs, like very user friendly. It's very user friendly. So most of the student researcher starting learner also can use this because it's very user friendly. We can upload normal data set, even you know very well about ChatGPT, where from just whatever code you want, just type and run in this, you can execute here. Even some code will not be able to run, they will ask to install that library. While clicking on install library, you can install here. So next part we will see here how to do software setup. Once we have installed our Python library, now we can see how to set up, how to run our Python code, because this is the next very learning steps. So let us type whatever we have installed, like Python library. We will click Python IDE. If you want to use, like someone is interested to use the notepad, so just click on search option notepad. Here also we can type same like print functions. Inside print function you can give single quotation if you want to write your name, company name, organization name, like Inspire, College, River programs, college program, festivals. And if you want to save that message, just write the name and type .py, so it will be saved here. Just click on save file. So file, it will indicate which file you want or which folder. Just create one new folder. So give the names. So day 1 learnings, first class Pythons. Okay, and type in last .py. So you can save it. So giving the py extension, they can understand it's Python 1. So now we want to run this print function in this. To how to set up with the command operations, we click on that CMD option, command prompt. So it will open. We can open normally through open or run as administrator. While giving commands, we can click again print function, software, hardware, whatever we are learning, software solutions, India solutions, your college, school name, your good names, whatever we can write here. And in between, in backside, our CMD option is running inside that, and processings. So you can see with this, our window is running. Now it has been set up done here. So now we want to run as a print your name functions or any numbers. So we can see if you are writing 10, 10 result is showing below. If you are writing 2, 2 will name is name. Now go to file and save this one in our save folder we creating. So like this in notepad also we can run the program. So next we close it and move to the next part. Search for Visual Studio Code and click on open. So it takes now we can see the tour of Visual Studio Code, how it is. Here we can have various language support environments. If you install Python, Java, C, so it supports multi-language code execution environment. So what file it was, just select it and open here. If not install, you can install here, left side corner icon you can see, and create new folders and save with your .py names, like we have today day one .py. Now you want to change the name, you can change the name. If you want to delete means you can delete also. How the name setup we would like to have, you can make it. Like we have in text file, Python file, Jupyter notebook. So if you are not giving notebook, it will show untitled 1, untitled 2, untitled 3. Here they will ask which folder you want to save it while clicking save. So here also click .py, like part 1 .py. Now we can have the command option below. Two print functions. So like print function, single quotation we are writing, name is Arvind Inspire. So Arvind Inspire we can process here and just run it means it will go for run. Go to terminal if you want to see new terminal. So below new terminal will have display. If you have some error, what is happening, which line it is running, everything we can see with the below run. Generally it will not show where it is that terminal, so we can add the terminal lines. So now we run means it is showing output as a name Arvind dash Inspire. Yes, we have like here output terminals and output click means directly we can see, or terminal also we can see the output here. So it's very user friendly software and anyone can learn. Python is like very easy to understand, very easy to learn, even if you are not from computer background. And if you are interested to learn, you can follow my YouTube channel at Garuda_Gurudavigans or Garuda_Began, and you can have any doubt, just comment, we'll support in that. And if you are really learning with our channel, please subscribe our channel, share with your friend and click. So let us learn for coding sites. So Python program. So once we understand setup, installing, so now we will go to the program sites. So what is meant by program here? So program means the set of instruction which can perform some task. So that is called given code lines. That is called general program. So next we can say there are three things it will be asked in interview question, like what is meant by program, programming and coding. So it's look like similar, but actually it's not similar. Program is set of instruction to perform a particular task. Programming is nothing but process of creating a program, and coding is a subset of programming using programming language. So we should be very clear about that. If someone asks what is meant by program is, we can say it is a set of instructions to perform some particular task based on the given command. But programming is a process of creating program. Okay, that is also performing some tasks, and coding is nothing but subset of program or process of writing code using a programming language. Okay, how it is clear. So next we can see brief introduction about Python programming. So Python programming, one of the great Guido von Rossum 1991 was watching one comedy fun. That times he was understanding this, and it is an easy, already I said, easy to learn, which is also powerful programming language. It is an also high level programming language. Oops means object oriented programming language. Same like whenever we are running some programs, we need some interpreter. So where we can find the our error in codes, we can interpret it. In if you are first year engineering student or second years, they may ask who has developed this code. Means we can say easily it's Guido von Rossum in 1991. So how they have performed day by day, it's getting improved with various easy to learn, which is really powerful programming language. Anyone can from zero level. If you don't know any code also, if you start, it's very easy to understand and you can learn and you can code as you wish. Even you are from mechanical departments, engineering student, electrical department, electronics department, medical departments, art science students, any other department students, faculty, researcher can learn easily. So this Python programming is little easy language compared to other language. So we can see with the next. So we have some interaction between human and computer. If you want to really understand how programming, compiler, interpreter is working, so like human is an user, you want to feed some data to the machine how they can understand, they will compile it. So they will not understand directly human language, so they will convert into machine level language. Then they want to process it, again they want to interpret and send to the output users. Suppose we type print, so computer cannot understand directly prints, it will convert into their file, compile it, it is correct data set or not. If it is correct data set, then they will convert into the data into binary like 0 and 1s. Again in processor, which is low level language, which will process our input data and execute it. So that is called interpreter. Yes, interpret it and process. Now we can see the some code in our VSA Studio. So like we have print name. In print name we can check with our writing or testing our some text name numbers. If we write wrong, what will be the result? If something we are missing and trying to execute it, so we can find some error here. If no error, it will give the result. If error means they will say the error. How the error is going to occur? Just execute it. So you can see here we have some error. now if you want to print double quotation, single quotation, triple quotation, we can execute it. We can see here next like what can Python do? Okay, so the question will comes, why do we want to do and what it can do. So you can see with the small game here on the screen. So we have various type of daily activities like numbers. That number should put into that automatically, or you want to calculate some calculation, you want to measure some data. If you have the data, you want to analyze automatically, like you have some friends and you have some doubt with mathematics and else calculations, so we can use this. So nowadays we have a lot of leading company who all are using Pythons, all like Facebooks, Googles, Netflix, Instagram, Telegrams. Okay, next we can see we have the functions, how this is processing. So we have like print functions, print and open parenthesis and closing parenthesis. So how we are printing, just to say print open parenthesis single colon hello developers, we can print it. Even we can print in double quotations, print open parenthesis close parenthesis double quotation hello developers. So we have to understand this, either it is in single quotation, double quotation, parenthesis, it can perform. So we have to remember that every built-in function and methods are in lowercase. Okay, and every function has parenthesis, open and close parenthesis. We should not forget it. All the function, if we are going for print means, they have the parenthesis. And in function and methods in build having mostly lowercase, but few parameter is in first letter is in upper case. So that also we can see in the next. So next we can say print function. So print function is like most of the case we are always we want to do some task. It means what? We want to print it our data set output, something we are feeding in the code. So we want to print something, like if you are going for Xerox of what we are asking, just we need print. How many copies we are telling, they are giving print. Same like, so every built-in function and methods, it is in lowercase. You can see in print in all the alphabet P or I N T, this is in lowercase only, not in uppercase. We have to remember this. Okay, so here also we can see in built-in library all we have given in like print function means it is in, but inside the functions we can write uppercase, lowercase, different variables. Like we want to print the 10 numbers, how it is given, print function 10, so it can print the 10. If you want to print 20.56, it can print 20. If you want to print some in brackets, so like Arvind Kejriwal, it can print Arvind Kejriwal. So if you want to print different, we can print different name, different numbers, so we can process and we can run it or compile it, means it will give the result. If you return something wrongly, which is like you can say here we have one variable name is given, all print here 6 given, one is true, one is false. Here we can say true and false, first letter is in uppercase, but still it is printing. It means in print function we have some function in lowercase, also in uppercase, so there is no any error coming. First it is printed 10, print like 10 function means 10 it is printed. So here we can see while printing it is showing in line by line. Like first 10 printing, below it is printing, how it is happening. Now we can see in print 10 we have given comma and equal to and dash you want to bit underscore. So it will print like underscore then next number. Okay. So it's you can see in that like 20.5653 comma and equal to double quotation. You can give like name, you can give or any plus symbol, minus symbol or underscore. It can print in the 20 after that. So we are giving as a @gmail.com. So let us see how it is printing or not. Just execute it. So it's printing. So next we have other name, other keyword we have. So keyword we can say true and false in detail. So next we can see the variable. So variable means what here? So you can see in the detail. So variable is nothing but if we are giving some name, if we are giving some symbol like plus minus, it should perform their task. So that will define like a comma b equal to 10 comma 20. So it should understand a equal to 10, b equal to 20, or else a separate. If you want to give, you can give the separate a equal to 10, below you can give b equal to 20. So also if you want to print like additions, c equal to a plus b, so this all can be work with variables. We have like dependent variable, independent variables. Here we are using like what variable we have given, what command we have assigned to that, it will perform that task. Okay, I hope you are able to understand and enjoy this programming, Python understanding and learning from fundamentals. So now we can see with the screen, variable is a name that is used to store data in the memory location. Suppose box. So it is given apple. Now we want to print that box. So print function of box. So in the box we have the apple. So we can print this box. So if a box printed, we can find the apple. So next we can say how it is variable declaring. So we have some set of rules for the variables, like a start with a letter or the underscore character, and variable cannot start with a number. We have to be very careful. Variable only contain alphanumeric characters and underscore. It is a capital letter 0 to 9 and underscore. It is an also case sensitive, no white box. Okay. So now we can see here box. So now box, how we can say it is right or wrong. So let us, we can say cannot start with a number. So here just alphabet only contain alphanumeric character and underscores. So we can understand this point now. Start with letter or the underscore characters. cannot start with a number, only contain alphanumeric characters and underscore. Now we can see with the execution sites variable. So like we have given variable as a okay, single variable. Now we will give the variable as some numbers. So a equal to something 10. Now we want to print function a. So what result will come here? We can see, just run it. See, it will get printed a or 10 years. Or here we have to give like integer, means we can print here right into integers. If given, now we want to give the numbers, we cannot write directly numbers, we have to write number with underscore number, and also we want to print underscore number, so it will print the number only. So like a equal to 10, print a is 10 it is giving. So how it is beautiful. So easily we can see in the displaying the execution result neatly. So like here given something one name equal to Arvind. So here we are getting some error because we cannot use like this. So we are going to check it. Name, then we are writing 1 equal to John. Name 2 we are writing Max. Name 2 equal to Max. So like how we can change, we can write means like we have to follow the variable concept and then we can execute, or else it will show like error. So now we are writing name equal to name percentage name into or name underscore or underscore some number or name. So we have to execute it and check it how the result is coming. Just we can practice with various writing. If we do the more practice, we can understand and remember for longer time. So now we have given a equal to 10 and capital A equal to 20. Now we want to print A. Okay, so which one will get printed? If you given a small letter means only this will print 10, not 20. Then if you want to give capital letter A uppercase A means it will print only for uppercase. So that's also matter like which is first coming, uppercase and lowercase. So now printing A, so you can see the result is coming as a 10. Now if you want to give like same line, okay, or we want to print like name, first name, second name, last name. So we say no white space required. Okay, in variables if you have like name, so we no need to give like any white space. So first name, it's not write first separate, name separate, directly we have to write first. Even we can give underscore, it's okay. First, here will show like error because there is white space. So they are asking in variable we should not write the white space. So now we are having a equal to Python. Okay, bracket is given. Now we can say comma 10 comma 20.6. So one by one we can check. Or next line we can see with this a comma b equal to 10 comma 20. Now we want to print this two number, and a is also equal to given single quotation with Python. So which one is going to print here? See if we give the print mesh. Okay, so let us start print a comma b. It's like again a equal to 100, again number give, b equal to 200. Then a equal to 300. Print a functions. It's like very confusing. Computer will understand which one first. Here we have a variables which having 100, 300, 10, some name is also there. Which one is going to understand first? So we have to execute with this command and process. So like this confusion will be in our mind, which is going to print here. So if you are doing with this, you can check with your cell phone and print this function and let me know what answer you are getting. So here printing aim is it's coming like 300. So now we'll go for data. So what is mean by data? So because whatever work nowadays doing in current generation, always we are looking for some data. So data means what? So everyone say we have data, we have data. What is so data is a factual information which can be used in our programming, coding, information purpose. Next we have like informations. So this is also like what inside data we want to process. That's called information. So data and information we can say when both are bringing together and processing our data with some informations. So inside data we have information, but in information we cannot say data. So data and information both are not same. So we can define data is a raw and unorganized fact, but information is processed and organized data that has some meaning. Okay, so now it will be clear. Correct? So like we can say in data how it is not in organized. We have different pen and we have in different angle of movements. Okay, so in this data we have to find the correct one. Anyone, even if you go to market, there will be lot of pencil pen, so which is suitable for us, or something zigzag we have to find it which is correct pen for us. Okay, so now we can see for the informations. Information also we have to make in such a way that it will be in arranged one. So arrange means easily it looks good, like how many pencil we have, how many pen if we want to count it. So data we have not in given in directly. We have to identify from data what is information, but in information it will be like a structured one. So like if you want to count the number of pencil, count the number of pens, information will be properly mentioned in this informed parts. It's like we say, have you informed or not? Yes, yeah, now yes. Inform is what? How many pencil was there? Yes, it's counted ones. But in data, we have to gather it, we have to count, we have to calculate it. So that is called data. and this side called counted one means its information. In very simple way we can understand. So which is counted one is called information, which is not counted one is called data. Correct? Find the difference between data and information. Next we will go for keyword. It's like we are using like Python, functions, numbers. So how this keyword is this? In Python, keywords are called as reserved word. So we cannot use keyword as a variable or anything. So in keyword total we have like 35 keywords. So each language we have some reserved keywords. Okay. So in Python we can say keyword will be how reserves, how the formation of writing we have. Reserve means we will be writing in that particular how it is defined one. So if it is defined in all letter in a small case, or some letter in a small case, some letter in capital case, or all letter in small or all letter in capital. So we can see here in Python programmings we have like 35 and as sort, async, await, break, class, continue, define, del, else, if, else, except, false. We can see here false in that first letter is in capital, so we have to understand clearly. Finally, for, from, global, if important, in, is, lambda, none, non-local, not, or pass, arrays, return. So true is also having one capital letters. Try, while, with, filled. So we can find in this entire only we have three keyword which first letter having with uppercase, like false having F in capital letter, remaining all other in a small. And none we can see here, N is in capital letter, and true in that true, T is in what? It is in capital letter. So three we have that in first letter uppercase, remaining all the keyword we have in lowercase only. So we can see with some example. Give the keyword true equal to 10, print true. So how it will show the result? Either it's correct, right, or wrong. Okay, so it's showing like we have true equal to 10. Now how it is right or wrong? See here true is coming in red color marks, so something error it is saying. So you can see the command. So we can see with print functions. Inside the functions we can write length functions, len. How much length of information we have, like Arvind name. If we are giving, now this len will define the information about the data or function what we have given over here, which is the length of characters or length of the characters. Correct? So A, R, V, I and D, 6 character we have, 6 alphabet we have, so we can find the length of this. So if we are printing, we can find the length. So we have written in right side, so easily you can understand it. So we are going to bind up the session for the Day 1 learning basic fundamental Python and how to install it. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like